Hello, how are you guys doing? Sorry about that. I tweeted out that I was gonna go live, and then I just started sneezing. I don't know. There's something going on with me today. I don't think I'm sick. Maybe it's just allergies. Maybe it's the fact that water was pouring into the seat I'm currently sitting in. Slightly over a week from today. I took some Benadryl to make it so that way I'm not like snorting and stuff. You know what I mean? Because stuff dripping out of my nose. It's gross. But yeah, stream might be a little short today just because of that, and also I got to make sure I finish the painting for tomorrow's RevScarecrow arcade. I have 3 art channels, or I have 3 YouTube channels, I should say. I got After Hours, which is where you can watch stream VODs after Twitch deletes them. I've got the Highlight channel, which there was a new video on today, and then I've got a art channel where I paint and then I speed up the footage so it's like super fast so you can like watch it. Anyway, every other week for the art channel, and I haven't finished that painting yet. Thank you TRNB for the resub. 20 months is a really long time. Excuse me. Anyway, where is Homestuck? There it is. It's Thursday, yes. Well, I saw some people saying that, like, I stream Thursday every, like, Friday, and then I couldn't stream yesterday, because, I mean, I guess I can tell you guys now. I got into a, Jerd gallery show. For those of you that don't know, that means that, like, basically, like, someone important to the local scene, or just who has some art following in general, decided it was good. The gallery is really good. If you want to go see it, it's at the Texas State University campus in Round Rock. It's kind of near the IKEA there. And I didn't win any prizes, but I did get in over a couple hundred people. So it was good. The 2 paintings that are there are Stoughtonbury 1988 and the Arundel Chapel. And it was fun. It was good. I just didn't want to announce it like the specific day until after it had happened, because I knew my parents and my brother would probably show up, and I didn't want to get anyone swatted. So, you know, I can't really say where I'm going to be or what I'm doing sometimes because of that. So anyway, if you want and you live in the Austin area, go check out some art. We are on, let's see. We are on the end of Act 4, for realsies, I think this time. Sorry for the long intro. Oh, music? Hello. You can go away now. We watched Jack Descend. Alright, so this is actually fairly short, so I'll go ahead and read it. Calvinoan, thank you for the sub. Oh, sorry, my nose is just awful today. You're gonna hear a lot of like and that kind of gross shit, and I apologize. Ugh, why am I dying? This is my final entry. My co-players and I have made every earnest attempt with occasional relapse to play this game the right way. I've been meticulous in documenting the process to help our peers and successors through the trials should we fail. In my hubris, I believe that these classes were relegated to Earthbound, but even this quaint supposition, I was in error. Otherworldly antagonists have assured our inevitable failure repeatedly, while gods whisper corroboration in my sleep. I believe them now. I just blew up the first gate. I'm not sure why I did it, really. I'm not playing by the rules anymore. I will fly around this cotton candy coated rock and comb the white sands until I find answers. No one can tell me our fate and can't be repaired. We've come too far. I've jumped out of the way of a burning fucking tree, for God's sake. I have used a spell to rip this walkthrough from Earth's decaying network and sealed it in one of the servers floating in the furthest ring. The gods may disperse the signal throughout the cosmos as they wish. Perhaps it would be of use to our past or future species who, like us, were ensnared by Skya's malevolent tendrils. In case it wasn't clear, magic is real. Pardon my egress. You're on your own now. I mean, we've been reading pretty fast, and I think, well, not really fast. It's more just like, actually, hold on. Speaking of reading fast, where is it? There it is. Okay. We've been reading at a consistent speed, like 2 or 3 streams of this per week. Mainly because I've been streaming this over, other games. See that people are subbing for the Dave, Rev Dave thing, and it's just like, Jesus Christ, why? It's awful. That's the most that my name has ever been butchered by someone. Yeah, I'm pretty good at that. Boring? Good. You'll find that it continues to be like this for the rest of the night. And so if you're not enjoying this, there are other Twitch streams to watch. I assumed that Homestuck fans would want something good, but now that you actually have mentioned it, it would make sense why there's a whole bunch of Homestuck fans in this chat. It's because you guys like garbage, and so like I'm here. I'm garbage, so that's why you guys are here, right? A war-weary calls another broken planet home, another cloth to his garb. Land and rags fit the wayward. The villain, is that E supposed to be there? The villain becomes the vagabond. Recent past is recalled. An accursed mascot is located among the fallen brethren. Its visage is reviled. Villain is a hussy word? It means farmer, not villain. Fuck off. A rag of souls drifts from the heavens. Its owner's a mystery. That's dumb. That shouldn't be a real word. Let's turn off my friends list. Because that's going to keep popping up and it's going to be an issue. So this is a new guy. All right. I actually don't know enough about him yet. Fuck off, Hussy is also a plot element. Someone was saying that Hussy once said that 90% of Homestuck is, like only 10% of Homestuck is like plot progression or something like that. That apparently that's something that Hussy has said. I would say that in that same vein, 90% of any given stream of mine is unrelated other garbage. So I feel like that's the true Homestuck experience for me to just be doing random shit instead of reading. The Grand Zeppelin, thank you for the sub. So this is the mayor, so we're fine. A boy finds his dead friend, her ring recovered. So her dream self is dead. She sacrificed her dream self. Just trying to remember what happened. Okay, we have this chart. So she sacrificed herself in order to prevent this from being as bad as it could possibly be. Saving his life because he was asleep. Will it eventually tell us what the actual ramifications of her dream self being dead? The boy sees himself in the cloud. His destination revealed. Hours in the future. Okay. We actually will know the... Okay. You'll find out the ramifications later. Okay. A mistress becomes a mendicant. Oh, God. I really hope I'm not getting sick. You have to about 900 or so pages to fill the next animation. Okay, this is the male woman, sure. A recent past is recalled. Oh, fuck, the male lady was, like, fucking crazy back in the day. Was that the king? Communication device. Consic? I don't think so. I was feeling kind of like, yesterday. I think it's allergies. I honestly think that like there's something like they didn't do a good job clearing out all of the crap from when the pipes burst, and now I'm having to deal with it because I'm sitting directly where the pipes burst. So that's great. Just an agent and happens to be boxcars. The communication device is borrowed. Rendezvous arranged. The Slayer is summoned. Collateral presented. The droll is beckoned. Bargained honored. The boy finds his castle. Courier crossed. So if I'm remembering correctly, the Jack told her to go kill the queen, right? And so she did it in order to get the box back because it's her job. Okay. Queen and king. Okay. She made a deal with the devil in order to do her job. The mail is delivered, obligation satisfied. A package is opened, the letters read. John. From what I hear tell, you've been through a bit of an adventure by the time you're reading this. That's so great. I love adventures, and I would bet my bottom boon buck you do too. I think we're all birds of a feather, John, and I'm pretty eager to meet you. Oh yeah, I should have mentioned we are going to meet someday. I hear you like movies. Is that right, John? I love movies too. Have you seen Weekend at Bernie's? So freaking hilarious. It's hard to talk to Jade about movies because she doesn't really know about movies, but I'm sure you know that. Boring. Just kidding. Jade, you know, I love you. I think you're a blast. Speaking of Jade, yeah, I was expecting this to be Jade, but this is not Jade writing this. Okay, speaking of Jade, we spent a lot of time working on this present for you. It was a big team effort. Okay, I had to do quite a lot of arm twisting to get her to go along with helping me make such an oddball present for you, and so well in advance. But my arm sort of twisted itself to get to this going in the first place, but then she came around to the idea and she can see the future. Pretty amazing if you ask me. It'll all be clear later. Gadzooks, what's all this arm twisting? I've gotten to a good workout. Should we wrestle when we meet, John? I'd love to wrestle. So this is the grandpa, right? This has to be the grandpa. I mean, I guess we could literally continue reading, but I'm going to speculate on the timeline rather than reading because that's what you do. So Gramps. Right. Okay. I mean, who aside from old people uses the term gadzooks? I was watching Hootie's GDQ thing today, which GDQ is going on, by the way. And like I was trying to be very good cheering him on in chat and not saying curse words. So I was saying like, heck yeah, you got this. Poop on this guy. We should wrestle when we meet, John. I love to wrestle, but I don't get a chance to wrestle with anyone that much. Do you like to get to fisticuffs, John? Scrums and whatnot? Me too. Anyways, you should listen to Jade from here on out, John, because she seems to know what's best for you. Whenever your adventure throws at you, I'm sure she'll tell you how to handle it. She believes in you. There's another page. There's another letter from a different author. Dear John. God, I hate... Okay, low-key, I hate this color that they chose for Jade because she's a main character and it's really hard to read. Dear John, happy birthday. Even though it's super late and you probably went through a lot of trouble to get it, I hope that this present cheers you up. Looks like you look sad while you're reading my letter, which is to say you're the one you're reading now. I can explain. You see, when you go to sleep, in my dreams, I wake up at the moon of a planet called Prospect. By now you must know that know this place. I've lived there in my dreams for most of my life and made many friends over there over the years. And you were there too. But you were asleep. The fact that you're awake now means that all my friends are in trouble. You're awake because it is your job to help them. We will both help them. I've selected the text to make it readable for me. I'm sorry. I missed the back. What do you mean the miss? Oh, kicking Christ in a dirty diaper. I almost forgot to mention what was in this box. Sorry, the shit's so small. I mean, obviously it's small. Contents: Royal Derringer, quills of Incata, whatever Knuckles is, and then something else. Okay, sorry about that. Does this say fucking? Enchilada. Yeah. There you go. Let's see. Both of them in trouble. Both of them. Okay. I know these things because I've been on the moon. Whenever passing through Skya, I could see a lot of things in the clouds: the past, the future, stuff about our friends, and the stuff about you. Now that you're awake and apparently in the center of Skya, wow, you should be able to see stuff in the clouds too. Maybe you already have. About this present, my pen pal helped me work on it. He included a letter too. He's really funny and silly. I like him a lot. I think you would too. It took a lot of time between the two of us, and I'm sure the present looks like a lot of fun and completely ridiculous thing to get, but it is also really important. You're getting it exactly when you need to at most. Maybe it's hard for you to believe that it's true. I saw it happen already. I don't see everything, John, and I definitely don't know everything that's going to happen, but when I do know something, I always try and do my best to help people in the future. What I'm supposed to do is, you'll get the hang of it. When I'm supposed to, that is. Okay. Knuckles the Fancy Hedgehog. Basically, yeah. Remember, Act 6 character with the most obnoxious colors. Light green on white is an awful choice. John, I'm really looking forward to seeing you when you wake up. It's been really nice playing with my Prospectin friends and all, but I'm kind of lonely, and knowing you were on the other tower sleeping and having lousy dreams. I'm not sure where I am when you're reading this, but I'm sure I'll make it down to where you are soon. Geez, how did you get down there? Oh, well, I'll find out. I can't wait to fly around the moon with you and show you all my favorite places. It'll be so much fun. It's sad because she's dead, but she's not. Her dream self is dead. Can she have this conversation with it? I guess I should just read. Sad tears, $25. Sad tears again, $25. Oh, fuck. So the ring that he's got is another one of the rings that Jack wants. Is there what is this ring? Have we addressed that? It's been a minute. I'm probably gonna stop like a little bit early tonight. I'm very sorry. I'm just dying. Oh God. A boy's grief is interrupted. His ring sought. It's the Queen's ring. Okay. What the fuck? The toy has taken a new master. A tactician. A misstep. The tactician. A misstep. What the fuck? The rabbit. No, wait. Hold up. No, hold up. I need to edit my chart again. Okay, so. Apparently, at some point this happens. I don't know when, but apparently this happened. It's weird how I was able to line that up and it actually works. Holy fuck, what? How do I draw arrows exactly the same way every time? Okay, so it's the fourth bunny. This time, the leg is robot, so we can, like... have to do fan art of a robot leg. And then, cyborg bits right here. You know what? Actually, hold on. Does Hussey know how just absolutely batshit insane this whole thing is? Like, he knows, right? He knows this is total bullshit. Like, I assume he does. I would assume he does, but it's entirely possible that he does. Okay, good. Like, Like, a lot of people like to make fun of, like, Control-Delete, right? Because it just, like, it tried to be serious when, you know, it really didn't have any right to be. But this one kind of started off, like, serious from the get-go. I mean, it's got its weird bullshit moments, don't get me wrong. But unlike, you know, Control-Delete, this one has, like, some serious undertones kind of going on from the very beginning. I've got that backwards. Loss is like the clear turning point for Control-Delete. Apparently, it's still ongoing. I did not know this until like the other day, but apparently it's still ongoing, which is just absolutely insane for me to think about. That the guy was able to ride through that. I mean, like, all things considered, like, guy, he took it in stride. I don't think he's got any like scandals aside from making a shitty comic, which is kind of awesome, all things considered. When you think about all of the other, like, I don't know, there's so few YouTubers that didn't end up being bullshit. I mean, he's not a YouTuber, but just like, you know, someone of repute didn't have like a thing happen to him. Thank you for the 5 the 5 bits. No, wait, no, it's 6 bits. I can count. No, wait. No, that was 5. I'm dumb. All right, there we go. Robot arm. But yeah, I'll talk more about the gallery show for tomorrow's video. Multitasking, watching both at the same time. I don't recommend that. Okay, check. A few hours in the future. Regulator becomes a renegade. The temple is fled and soon revisited. A nearby laboratory is also revisited. Its satellites dispatched. Today's highlight video, by the way, today's highlight video is of whatchamacallit, the KFC dating game and how absolutely fucking broken it is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, was that a charity event that I did that? I don't remember. I know I did that for a thing, but God, that was a while ago. A sleeping boy is found, rumbling, ominous. I need to get it so that way it doesn't have the pop-ups anymore. Give me like 5 seconds real quick. I'm going to fix that. It does the pop-ups because like I want it to like alert me, but I left it on the highlight channel one. And so it gives me a pop-up every time someone on the like pop-up or the highlight channel comments, and so that causes problems. So I'll put it on one that has like absolutely no subs because it's like a back-end account, and then there we go. Can you play the Goose Game sometime? I have. Another public servant who makes a sacrifice. Citizen safety secured. Okay, no, hold up. I was kind of not paying as much attention. Okay, so this is happening in the room where all the babies were made, which sounds like more sexy than it was. It was actually made in a really boring way. But in order to prevent him from dying, not only in the dreamscape, Jade saved him, and then also this guy saved him. Got it. Okay, cool. Just making sure I'm keeping up. It wasn't really an orgy. It was just like, I mean, like, there's some weird continuity shit going on. Like, I realized that, like, people are like, oh, yeah, you try and keep the continuity going correctly. But, like, yeah. A tyrant is retreating. A battleship landing. Oh, that's fucked up and weird. A grandfather mourns, his family tradition honored. Oh, wait. Oh? That's fucked up and weird. So, alright. Yeah, just stuff a child. Family tradition, Rev. Okay. 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 I remember watching like a Ripley's Believe It or I don't really give a shit, my dude, about a guy who had himself stuffed. And then instead of like the whole like, having the coffin at the altar and you walk up and you make your last, pay your respects and stuff, press F. This guy just had himself stuffed and like hanging out in the corner of the room, kind of propped up against the wall. It's fucking weird. A queen mourns, a kingdom bid farewell. Don't call me a boomer because I don't want to get stuffed and like put on the wall. What? Are you guys being good? 1 second, y'all. Get down! Whatever you're doing, cut it out. Who's getting up on your stuff? Sorry. The cats were running and jumping up on stuff that they shouldn't, knocking stuff down. And I'd prefer to yell at them and scare them and realize that if they do a certain thing that they'll get yelled at, than them get hurt for doing that thing. So I apologize. A journey through the Winsept must be walked alone. Her entourage bid farewell. The queen becomes questant. A key is employed. Communication station repaired. I'll be real. Okay. So, Holly Ollie Art, thank you for the 3 months of support. Hey, listen, like, I'm gonna read this because chat wanted me to, and they donated to a charity, Like, we're not to the trolls yet. I mean, sort of. We've seen a couple of them, but we haven't, like, met them. Which I assume happens because I've seen enough, like, interaction between the characters spoiled for me that, I would assume. Technically speaking, I'm millennial as well, but okay. Being a millennial means fuck all nowadays. Oh, shit, he's held on to the ring this whole time? Oh my. That's it. So is that the... But the... Okay. There's another cloud. And inside a dark laboratory unused for years. God, that's fucking weird and I don't like it. Inside a fourth wall, perforated by a bureaucrat's office and absconded with years ago. It isn't on. Isn't turned on, but if it was most certainly be what we see. Recap 2. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Chat wants me to skip it. Last time, people on After Hours got real mad that I skipped it. Read it later. I heard that the voxel read, or whatever the fuck it's called, stopped at some point before finishing the series. I would assume that it's hard to keep that going for that long, but skim it at least. I'll skim it. Did it? My point is, did this finish at some point? Chat says fuck after hours. I'm not saying that. Chat does. Yeah, I'm just gonna read over this real quick, like just in my head. Okay, you guys can go and get some coffee or water or whatever the fuck young kids drink nowadays. Ceris, thank you for the sub. Voxus is still going at it. Okay, cool. I think I might just listen to this shit on my own. Coke? Okay, cool. He stops doing recaps eventually. Okay, cool. Kind of just like skim reading this, I'll be honest. Some people drink gamer girl bathwater. Okay. I've heard it's expensive though. Right. The pony bit. All of this reads like a shit post, but I know exactly, like, yeah, that happened. Oh, to save, decided to destroy his copy too. Blah, blah, blah. So why did he do this? Why did this happen? Like, why would he even bother to do this? I don't understand what John's, like, motivation to do this was. Causality? He's a dummy. Half fun, half insanity. Gotta press buttons. Like, okay. He was screwing around. Sure. Seems like after you press the button a couple of times, nothing would happen. Stupid. This is one of those, like, major plot holes that I'm just like, why the fuck was he doing this? Like, just because he needed to? That's dumb. Like, even if, like, timeline needs to be consistent, like, at least give it a reason for it to be consistent. Otherwise, there's no reason for him to doing it. He needs to do I get that, but I know he was destined to, and I know he needed to, but it's just weird. He is an ectobiologist after all, but it's dumb. It's weird. It's weird that they just do things because it needs to happen. That's like that is an actual problem with this story. But it is what it is. He's a clown. Okay, fair enough. Homestuck is dumb and weird, Rev. Alright. It's a video game, you press all the buttons. But once you see what a button does, do you guys press the jump button more than, like, twice? 2 or 3 times? Do you need to press it 5 fucking times? Why do things, it's not why do things happen, they just advance the plot. It's just like, so, like, okay, Back to the Future. Have you guys seen this movie? It's like an 80s movie, right? Certain things happen. Basically, a guy goes back in time and ends up almost fucking his mom. It's a weird movie. You guys should watch it. Anyway, he goes back in time and ends up meeting his mom, and his dad is a wimp, and so he spends, like, the entire movie trying to convince his dad to, like, get with his mom. Basically, like, get them together in high school so that way he will be born. And if he doesn't do that, then he gets erased from the timeline, right? The only way for him to have, like, but anytime he does certain things, it becomes a thing. Like, his name is, what is it, Marty McFly? Or Calvin Klein. Everyone calls him Calvin Klein because his mom finds his underwear, reads the back label, and realizes it's a pair of Calvin Klein underwear, but thinks that that's his name. And then, like, he tells his parents what to name himself because he likes that name now, because he's had that name his entire life. My point is that, like, it makes sense. I mean, yeah, the acting's a little bit funky. It is. But, like, this all makes sense in context. Like, all of that happened, and it's like when he doesn't do certain things, then a separate thing, like a separate timeline, is created when he goes back to the future. Hence the name. Why are you recounting the plot of Back to the Future? Because in this case, that stuff happened, and it caused something to happen. It's not like they just did things for the sake of things to happen. And when they did, they were very aware that they were trying to do certain things in order to make things happen. This, him pressing buttons to make the parents exist, the guardians to exist, there's no reason for him to do that outside of he needs to. Like, why would he do that in the first place? It doesn't make sense. Anyway. I was hoping that this would help with that, and that's one of the reasons that I kind of like... let's see. A mute plays. Thank you for the sub. I mean, in a game, you see a highlighted button when you press it. But after I press it a few times and it does nothing useful, I might stop. You know? Destiny is fixed for no specific reason. I get that, but why it's dumb is because he didn't have a reason to be doing it aside from the plot needed it to happen. Like, an alternate thing was, like, there could have been an explanation on why he felt like he should do that. Like, he thought it was broken. You just spam the button, nothing's happening, babies. You know? Or, like, you for some reason you do things. That's my point. Things shouldn't just happen for the sake of the story to progress. There should be a reason that the story progresses. No matter what happens, he'd press the button. Sure, but why would he need to? You're saying that the honk button in Goose Game is not important. That is absolutely important. Alright, anyway. Slime filled 4 tubes. It seemed like a puzzle to fill all 4 okay. Rev, I love you, but shut up. Okay, fair enough. I was going to ask a question about dream stuff, but I feel like it's going to be answered. Elsewhere in Paradox Space, we examine another planet forgotten by time. We shall strive to remember. What is this planet's name? Enter name. Fuck. Nice one, Smarty Pants. Really hilarious. Let's get real here. No clowning around. Try again. Chad is very excited now. That's better. In fact, it happens. Your guess is precisely correct. What are the odds? Welcome to the planet. But that's the fucking... Oh, shit. This is the planet in the fucking thing. The game that I played. Troll Planet. Am I correct? Is that the same fucking planet? Okay, cool. I actually know something about this. Somewhere on this planet, there is a young troll, Hivebent. This young troll stands in his respite block. It just so happens that today is the 12th bilingual degree of it's his 12th fucking birthday. the day of this young troll's larval awakening, also known as his wriggling day, though it was just 6 solar sweeps. Oh, what the fuck just happened? Let's see. Though the 6 solar sweeps was given life, he was only today he'd be given a name. Why? 6 sweeps is 13 years. Okay. Things get unreadable now. Yeah, I forgot about that. The troll stuff, like, it's all, like, it's hussy words as, like, just them talking to each other. Like, sush paps. And, respicoons. And stuff. It's fucking stupid. Thank you for the 612 gay bits there, Bobulus. New Homestuck number, 612. Thank you. Cardana as well. It's not that bad. Okay. 6 solar Alternian sweeps, for a convenient reference, is equivalent to 13 Earth years. Earth, also for convenient reference, is a planet that does not exist yet. Does not yet exist. What is the name of this young troll? Here's something particularly derogatory, but the guy gets fed up with your shenanigans in record time. Thank you for the 612 gay bits there. Did I say the number right? No, I didn't. I said it wrong. Sorry. 612, not 6. And they actually did it right in chat. Just for After Hours people to know. This guy has a lot of troll pals on their adventures that would be quite extensive and convoluted. To an even greater degree than one might be accustomed. He thinks that if you think that we have time to drag out every little gag and expected pattern along the way, you've got another thing coming. Thinks you should cram that sobering understanding in your chitness whole wind hole and tamping it down hard with your ugly, stupid-looking cartilage nub. Yeah, see, all of this is some, like... This is like troll... It's troll hussy words. It's a separate type of hussy word, where it's like, most of the time a hussy word is like, I don't know, a word you don't use or you wouldn't think of. But troll hussy words by, you know, are different because it's like using something like respicune or like this chitinous windhole. Windhole being like your, yeah. Your name is Karkat Vantas, and it was previously mentioned as your wriggling day, which is barely worth mentioning. It is an anniversary, if anything, to lament the faults of your existence, of which there are plenty, assuredly plenty. Equally plenty, somewhat related to this topics, are your interests. You have passion for ridiculously terrible romantic movies and rom-coms. You should really be embarrassed for liking this dreadful cinema, but you have no reason, but for some reason you are not. You like to program computers. You're notoriously pretty awful at it. Your programs invariably damage the machines in which they're executed, which is just as well since you like to believe that you specialize in computer viruses. When you mature, you aspire to join the ranks of the most lethal members of society, the Thrashkutioners. You like to practice with your really cool sickle and just wind up looking like kind of a doofus by yourself in your room. Listen, it's fine if you look like a doofus by yourself. Pro tip. No one will ever judge you for, like, doing sick, like, katana moves in your bedroom by yourself. Listening to the Masters of the Universe by Queen. You chat up, you'd like to chat up with some of your other troll pals, most of which drive you batshit up the fucking belfry. You've tried a new chat client called Trollian. You're not really sure what you think about it yet. Your troll tag is carcinogenesis, and you speak in a manner that is almost exclusively ornery all of the time. Later, you will play a game with your 5 friends and go on a big adventure with them. This game, for reference, is a game that does not exist yet, but will soon. What will you do? Examine purple slimy pod. So this is like, this is one of those this is, at this point, no one actually has the ability to, like, say anything. Like, this is all hussy making these decisions at this point. Your replicune is full of nourishing spore slime. Supwore slime. Every young troll enjoys the cozy embrace of such a vessel each night. The relaxing ooze assuage the terrible visions of blood and carnage that plague your dark subconscious of your species. It's so inviting. A few minutes couldn't hurt. It's his pun, right? His name is a pun. Okay. Carcinogenicist. I mean, this is like, it's a John reference, right? The trolls were still named by fans. Okay. And I've been told that there is a there's like some sort of scheme to the way that the names are written. I was gonna try and give an example, but I know that RevScarecrow is for some reason an acceptable one. It sure is cozy on all, but you can't be napping like this all day like a chump. Damn it, you're a busy guy. Kind of a big deal. Goddamn slime. Now you change your clothes too. What were you thinking? Luckily, all your clothes are the same. Trolls think fashion is stupid. His sign is cancer. Carcinogen is something that causes cancer. RevScarecrow. 6-letter first name, 6-letter last name. It's absolutely a pester chum handle. Okay. 6'6". Now everyone in chat is getting it. Because it's 12 letters long. Colin Mullen, your name with an extra L, is valid. RevScarecrow is a valid pester chum. Okay. That's dumb. Do we need another timeline? Is this where the other timeline... Okay, hold on. All right. So what color is your text? I think we've already had CG. So CG is this color. This is round 2. Timeline 2. Other universe. All right. Line drawn. All right. Just going to make sure I'm using the same font because I might as well, right? Okay. CG. I'm just gonna make a straight line for now. We can edit it if we need to, but that's probably fine. Welcome to Universe A. Okay. There we go. All right, cool. I'm not going to bother trying to edit the other timeline to make any goddamn sense because I do not think it will. No, I'm not going to ask that because it's going to actually... He's already wrong. Okay, a straight line seems like a solid starting point. That's how we started the other one. It seems like it's universe B. A2. Okay, apparently A2 is the correct answer. I'm hoping that the timelines will connect up, because if he is like this, then can we just like draw the line to connect it up over there and we call it good? Probably not. All right. Examine the movie posters. It's time to get serious here. Sweet troll Gigas. Let's get down to do some major business. You space out and get caught up reading the titles of your films for about 5 minutes. These movies are great. You don't care what anyone says. Pure magic. Is that right? Is that John Cusack? The thing that most people don't realize is that John Cusack is a universal constant. Blech. Okay, so here's the problem. If you actually like... Okay, I need to zoom out a bit. I feel like we need to add John Cusack to this chart. It doesn't seem to make a whole great deal of sense, but apparently it'll be relevant. So I'm just gonna make sure that there's room for John Cusack here, and then we can go from there. It's gonna be a problem. So maybe we can like There we go. And then we can just cut out the bit that we want. Unfortunately, the way paint does it, it's like it's just all one layer. Now, who the fuck is John Cusack? I'm gonna draw a little, like, troll horns on him because apparently this is relevant. So, I'm doing that. Oh, that's as big of the brush as it goes. Cool, good. Should probably make it so I can see chat while this is happening. Some actor. I'm not good with, like, actors or things. He was in Con Air. Okay. It's not a troll Sona, it's just a guy. It's John Cusack with troll horns, because apparently that's relevant to this universe, so I'm making sure that I remember John Cusack. Aside from being in, like, that one movie, what else has he done? What would I know him for? Not Con Air, because I haven't seen Con Air. I said I was going to watch it, but I haven't had a chance. I've been watching, like, GDQ and painting and doing the gallery show and all that jazz. Just a reminder that I do art, you know, while I draw troll, like, horns onto a guy. He was in that one movie. All right, well, that helps. Thank you. I've seen that movie. That one movie. I remember it now. The movie in which people are seen and things happen, right? It's the one where it has that one really dramatic scene and then the really funny scene where it's like, whoa, fuck, that was funny. I'm laughing. I'll tell my friends about that joke later and it won't translate at all because it's, he was in 16 Candles. Okay. Was he the guy in 16 Candles? Joseph Joestar is a valid troll name. Okay, well, you know, hell awaits us all for different reasons. We've all done some sort of sin. Did you know, this is true facts, did you know that apparently wearing mixed color clothing is a sin? It's true. And it's fucking stupid. But you're probably going to hell for that. So, you know, if you're going to hell anyway, you might as well do some other shit. Like, fucking, I don't know, murder or something. If you're gonna go to hell anyway, you might as well go to hell in style. That's what I say. Mixed fiber clothing, yeah. What did I say? Yeah. It's like the worst fucking color for this. It's like, this actually needs to be a little bit lighter. It needs to be a little bit less. And then I can make this. Okay, well, it's fucking awful. He's spending way too long on these horns. What is this hell? He needs gray skin. Well, that's not happening. That's not quite how horns are colored. I don't care. I fixed it. It's better now. You space out getting caught up. Is that, yeah, okay. This one is one that even you have a hard time defending, but still, it's so good. The best thing is how Troll Sandler doesn't want to punch anything. How Troll Sandler doesn't make you want to punch something, like anything, nothing at all, really hard or anything. You grab your trusty sickle with your encryption modulus and retrieve it. You need to hack the code to open the card vault left behind. This will obviously prove to be a completely ridiculous, untenable way of managing inventory, leading to great many follies later on. You could swap your modus with your hacker friend, a guy who is unlike you, happens to be competent with programming. It only makes sense. But for the time being, it makes your life kind of a nightmare. There's so many different things that happen because of this modus. So many, you just have no idea. Take card vault. This is really bad. Oh, okay. You hear some unhappy grumbling from the whole below. It's not the coolest thing you could have done just now. Examine large black book. You make quite sure not to capitalize it and simply pick it up and read it. A book for the imminently deceased. A bone to pick. For life begins with life first. Breath and life begins at the touch. What the fuck? I think. Oh, it's. A thick programming manual called ATH, the handbook for the immediately desist. It's an insufferable language to work with. The logic is composed of nothing but infinite loops, or at best, loops of effectively interminable construction. The above page in the intro section documents the simplest possible ATH code. This is like Hello World for this. It is a tilde. It's pronounced tilde death. Oh, fuck off. Leave your room. Why can Karkat pick up things and not John? I don't know. Fucking John spent like several frames of the comic making sure that the plot would make sense. For no reason. You step outside your respite block onto one of the hive's numerous extraterrestrial landing slats. You're allowed to design this hive when you were young. After emerging victorious from the trials deep in the brooding caverns, you lived here with your custodian ever since. It's almost as if your people have a great cultural importance on teaching children to become architecturally adept while very young. It's been this way since the ancient times. No one seems to know why that is. Designing your own, getting to build your own hive at a young age using whatever meandering design you choose likely has left you jaded to the notion of customizing your abode. You certainly wouldn't get all worked up about a game that happened to allow you to do such a thing, for at least not for that reason. Examine neighborhood. Lawn rings are empty. Blood skims in the void of the porous cranial plate. As if grazing the hollow of threshed stem, and to say abandoned cocoon. A sour note is produced. One of the agitation plays with the audience squirm. It's your sixth wriggling day, and as with all 5 preceding it, blah, 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 blah. Look. So, keep in mind that dude with the white head at the end of, Hive Bent. Which is like Hive Swap, but instead, or Homestuck, except for it's Hive Bent instead. I don't really know how Bent and Stuck are related. I get how Hive and Home are, because that's what they call their houses. You don't have time for fancy poetry. It's almost as useless as those arm-swinging, flappy things on mailboxes. Assuming you even know what those were, which you don't, trolls don't have mail. Mail's almost useless as poetry to them. Poetry is a swingy arm, flappy dealy of words. Mail is the red, tilty lever doodad of giving people shit. It's an obscure use of bent. Bent as in bound or heading towards. Matchbox 20 had a song called Bent back in the day. And apparently bent means something else in Australia. And so all of their like signs, like their billboards advertising their song and their tour, Bent, kind of got them made fun of for it. Apparently, and it makes sense when you think about it, bent means not straight, right? Like if you bend a piece of metal, it's bent. So it's not straight anymore. So that was an issue for them. Apparently it's a thing. I don't know. Is that not a thing in America? No, it's absolutely not a thing in America. I've never heard of it. Homestuck is gay, actually. Well, there you go. Matchbox 20. Yeah, it's a good band. They're very much grocery store dad rock. You know, the kind of stuff that you hear in the grocery store and you're like, man, that was a good song. Bent writes. I'm not sure if it's a slur in that context, so I apologize if I'm using that in a way that after explaining it, it becomes a slur. I don't know. That being said, grocery store dad rock is a very specific genre. Imagine Dragons is like a failed anthem attempt. Well, I'm glad everyone in chat is enjoying being bent. Frankly, you don't know about things skimming voids or grazing hollows or whatever. You've got ambition. You were meant to be a big shot, to be in charge of something huge and really important, and to be totally ruthless about it. You haven't found the dominion in which you're not destined for greatness yet, or a vague concept of. You just haven't found the dominion in which you're supposed to. Okay. You haven't found your purpose, but you will tonight. There's a popular Homestuck AMV that uses a Matchbox 20 song. How on point. Stew in your own great impotent aggravation in the cool dusk breeze. During dark sessions, it remains dusk for most of the day. It can stay dark for many bilunar perigrees at a time, but even if it didn't, you would still have this feeling. You have a feeling it's going to be a long night. What troll facts do I remember from Friend Sim? There's... Okay. Oh, nope. Okay, so hemospectrum, right, is, it's like this, except for less shit looking. I apologize. And depending on where you are in this hemospectrum, depends on where you are in the pecking order. Over here, you have rich assholes with a lot of money. They also are all the water guys, right? And then over here, you have the Rust Bloods, who are like the completely like poor, like we don't care if anything happens to them. Bronzes, there's somewhere in like here, I guess. I don't fucking know. It's racism but blood. Yeah, that's a good description. The entirety of Hive Swap kind of has to deal with like people being purged just for the sake of like the fun of it, I guess. Like no one really gave a shit about them and they just kind of let them die. So that happens. I remember that. Just draw a little skull thing because that's how much your life is worth here. There we go. And then, yeah, that's basically the spectrum right there. It's more classism than racism. Yeah, it's a caste system based on your blood color, which is completely not something you can control. It's not even really based on your parents because you're... Okay, no, wait, hold on. All right, so then you had... so in here you have... And this is like baby taker cares of... like, they would take care of the babies. Here's a little baby. That's a baby. I remember that. And then, like, yellow is, like, psychics and also, like, hackers. I don't know how to symbolize hacker. It's here. Here's a laptop. I remember, like, several of them having hacking abilities and such. Draw horns on the skull. Okay. Just, like... And then... There you go. Yeah, the bee nerd and stuff. And depending on what color blood you have, depends on what your use or your purpose in life is. I'm going to guess that his is somewhere in this region. Probably red based on like everything in this scene. But he acts like a yellow blood. We're lawyers. I think they're blue or green. They're in this region. Also, oh, that was another thing. You can't go outside during the day. It's just freakishly hot. Teal. Right. Okay. So that's like here. And we'll draw a little like hammer thing for like justice, because I'm not drawing like, justice like from the Metallica album and Justice for All, or from the everything, as in a courtroom thing. Does anyone remember that part of like the Bush presidency where they like covered up like the nips on Lady Justice because they thought it would be like confusing or like bad if people saw nips right before like they had to go to court? That was a thing. Put horns on that too? Yeah, okay. Hold on. I don't know where to put horns on this. Okay. Anyway, go back inside. Bronze's animal handlers. Oh, that makes sense. She was cool. I liked her. What was her name? Skaya? She was cool. I liked her. She had a dog. And she fought people because dog. That's a cow. I have an art show. I got accepted into a gallery show. I'm reminding you of this while I draw the shittiest cow you've ever seen in your life. Like, just weirdly dummy thick cow. I'm going to take away a little bit of its thick. And then replace it. Redraw the thick. There you go. On the way back from the show last night, me and Tilda, like we had been talking to my brother and apparently hadn't seen the Screaming Cowboy meme, and so we listened to that on the way home, and now I've got that song stuck in my head. Anyway, you head back to your into your block and head up the computer station. No word. Just look up Screaming Cowboy song. I'm not gonna try and like play that. Just skip a little bit of the song. It's really boring. Anyway, chat, yeah. I can tell a few people in chat have read it or seen it because like the I think it's called Big Enough. Everyone just knows the screaming part. It's really the best part. Though I do like the part where they're like listing off like different countries, and they list off America and Florida as two separate nations because they needed Florida to rhyme with some other word. And it's like them like doing like a like WWE announcer call for Judaism. It's a clusterfuck of a song. Please go listen to it. You head back into your block and head up the computer station. No word from any loudmouth pals. No news is good news. Sweet music to your ears. Check out the magazine. What's the song about? I think gay cowboys. I think. Well, welcome, Grim Patron. It's a good card. I'm sad that they got rid of it. They've tried it a couple other times. They've that ooze that you can use in a similar way. But it's not quite as good. It's the latest issue of Game Grub. This one appears to boast exclusive leaks, which are all they boast about. You're not even really sure what that means. Check out DVD. It's the DVD of one of your favorite series, The Thresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's about a green thresher executioner cadet who sasses up blue bloods with his flay squad pretty good. Their blood is literally blue. Lousy snobs. The troll Will Smith shows them how to loosen up. He's pretty much your hero. Why is chat saying I'm grub and I'm... Oh, Game Grub. And we're the Game Grubs. Troll Game Grumps. There you go. Yeah. Interesting. I remember hearing that, Lowell Quebec, about the Jadric thing. HOD, thank you for the 4 months of support. Roses are red, violets are blue. Make her a member of the Midnight Crew. Grumpstuck was a thing. I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. My blood is literally blue. The TV shows have shorter titles than troll movies because TV is a much newer form of media in their society, which is a good thing because it would be pretty hard to make a funny joke otherwise. Get down to business on the computer. Okay, enough messing around and it's time to get to work on a little programming, or God. It figures, after installing this new beta chat client that opens up the floodgates, all your moron friends are going to be hounding you relentlessly. Now you need an excuse before. You wonder what this chump wants. Answer troll. Terminally capricious began trolling him. What's up, my invertebrate brother? What is in the sweet almighty taint-chafing fuck do you want? Not a motherfucking thing, bro, other than checking out how my best motherfucking friend is at, yo. Really can't stand how much I hate how you type. It just bothers me. I mentioned it before? You say it pretty much every time we talk, yeah, but I don't have to. See? It just makes me feel so motherfucking unnatural and shit. You gotta be going with what feels where your heart is up in, you know? Chat says honk. I think Gamzee was, I think Gamzee is Jin's favorite troll. Or that, or the mute one that has to do sign language because their lips are sewed shut. One of the two. It's on the I don't know anything about Homestuck video. One of the two. Gamzee is a lot of people's favorite. Okay. You just gotta get going with what feels right. I wonder what shitty thing I did to deserve such an awful friend. Or maybe what terrible thing I'm gonna do and get punished for in advance. Maybe I'm like preemptively the worst fucking piece of trash ever. Thank you for the Homestuck bits, Lyric Hartwell. Time for the worst character, they say. He's very polarizing. You either love him or you hate him. I understand. Gamzee was the fandom's Kameda. Okay. Oh, I don't like that. Maybe I'm just like preemptively the worst fucking piece of trash who ever lived and I don't even know it. But hey, your friendship is an exhibit A, I guess. Such a beautiful thing, this troll disease called friendship. Friendship is like a disease shit sponge. It's like a mistake, a big joke of nature, a miracle. Oh no, don't start with the miracles again. Man, everywhere I look, all I see is motherfucking miracles. So spiritual, all these miracles and shit. Okay, just like taking up the fucking tits bottle of fucking Faygo and cracked up open. What? Okay. Would you? How much was that? Give me a sec. So speaking of, I talked about this the day I saw it, but I'm gonna bring it up again here just because it's been a minute. I saw a Juggalo game. Is anyone interested in me like reading over the rules and trying to play it? Because the Juggalo game at half price books is $150. Yes, nah. That might be a charity incentive. Because, like, I would need, like, quite a few subs in order for that to be, like, a thing I would even consider. Because I'm sorry, I really cannot justify spending $150 on just absolute bullshit. Because trying to sell that back to them, they're not going to give me half that. This is how it works. Because they want to make money. It's secondhand. What page am I on? 2010. Motherfucking hissing man all the way told that. How would it even do that? It's crazy. It's a miracle. It's carbonated, you ignorant douche. Try getting full fed sometime instead of slurping down that weird swill all day, fondling your stupid horns. No, bro. I don't want to. No. Don't even tell me. Knowing shit steals all the fucking magic from my miracles like a motherfucking thief. That ain't cool. The only miracle is that you like that disgusting sludge. Where do you even get that stuff? Also, it's also a miracle how you dress like an imbecile and are basically the stupidest asshole I've ever known. Actually, you're right. There are miracles everywhere. I've been a fool. I already checked Tabletop Simulator. The Juggalo game is not on there. I think it's so obscure that no one has bothered to get it. Like, no one has bothered to port that game to Tabletop Sim because it's so just incomprehensible. And like, what is the crossover of people who have Tabletop Sim, like board games, and are juggalos? See, man, I'm straight up telling you, miracles. It's like, all right, computers, right? What the fuck? Miracles is what? Fuck you. Fuck you for me just reading that. Can this just be like, okay. Anyway, what's up with your bad self? Serious here. Was something big all going down? What? I heard something big was going down. And all be telling me what motherfucking is up and all about that. Stop saving all. Are you talking about TA's thing? Yeah, fuck yeah, man. It's so mysterious. Never getting cease to be amazed by all these fucking mysteries like got for us. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe I'll talk to him tonight about it. Maybe I won't. It's probably just another one of his projects that winds up being completely useless and a huge waste of time. Yeah, but maybe he's your best friend, though, so it's all cool. Anyway, I thought it sounded pretty big motherfucking deal, my man. What? Oh, bro, never mind. I fucking just did, like, a scare the shit out of myself here. These damn horns. You've got to get rid of those things. They make it embarrassing to know you. Which is a freaking miracle that's even possible. Like, wow, God sure cooked up a doozy there. Twinkly-eyed son of a bitch just keeps guessing, doesn't he? Rev is Dave, Karkat, X Dave. The baby is you. Cool, don't. Do you like Homestuck or do you not like it? I don't like walls of text like this. My least favorite part of Homestuck is the walls of text. This is... It's sort of like DBZ in the fact that it's got just way too much bullshit filler that, like, sure, you get to learn about the characters, but it has nothing to do with, like, progressing the thing. I like the rest of it. You know? Like I like the community. Community is actually really nice. I give them shit, but they're like one of the reasons that I am still streaming this over just reading it on my own. Because you guys are so fucking nice to me. You guys are so cool to me, and it's like people want to see me do this. And it's just like cool, you know? I was saying it the other day, like fucking almost cried on stream because it's like, oh, people like me. Be glad you're doing it now, not a decade ago. I'm sure the fans were shitters back in the day. Everyone said that, but like, yeah, I'm real happy because like I don't know, things have been real good for me lately, you know, and it's just nice that you guys are here. So if you want to know how I feel about Homestuck, things have been pretty good for me recently, and that's nice. I don't know as if that makes sense. But thank you guys. Let's see. Man, you just want to give my horns a good old squeeze. Actually, you know what will never be the miracle to end all your miracles? If I ever meet you, kid, if I ever meet a kid I despise more than you, that will make me motherfucking convert. I'll see the light so bright I'll need GC to walk me around so I don't bump into shit. Sign me up for your idiotic clown religion, okay? You fucking got it, brother. I'm glad. I'm really glad. Horn squeeze right after the moment. Yeah, but I mean, like, the Homestuck fandom has taken death threats as compliments. I mean, like, you know, you get them every now and then. I think that's just part of, you know, being. That's not a thing, is it? That's not a normal thing. You remember Clown Church from Friendsim? Yeah, absolutely. This guy's a clown, so he's absolutely. So he's like the annoying, religious dude, you know, growing up, who's like, you know what? Jesus loves you. And just because you say curse words, Jesus still loves you. But instead, his clown religion, instead of like Catholicism. Whoa, what the fuck? Who is this motherfucker? That's a hell of a sentence. Not saying like being religious is a bad thing, but you can be an asshole and annoying about anything. You know, whether or not it's like fucking like I don't know, ICP or Catholicism or fucking Homestuck or Warhammer, totally can be an annoying bitch about anything. It's not religion that makes you an asshole. I'm just saying right off the bat. It's cool. Life is like that sometimes, full of mysteries. You be doing one thing and then something else hits you like that and you roll with it. This is what it's like when life hands you lemons. You sure fucking don't make lemonade because who the fuck knows where the fucking shit comes from. Squeezed out of miracles is where. What is this motherfucker's name? Never listened to enough ICP to really have an opinion of it. Your name is Gamzee Markara. I hope I don't have to pronounce that again. You get pretty excited by clowns and the grim persuasion which may or not be filled possession of their mental faculties. You belong to a rather obscure cult, which foretells the band of a rowdy and capricious minstrels which will one day rise on a mythical paradise planet that does not exist yet. The belief of this cult are somewhat frowned upon by those dwelling in a more common lawn rings, but you don't care. You gotta be going with what feels right and your heart's up, you know? You gotta practice one-wheel device. You're god off flat because your feet do not reach the pedals. You enjoy a fine beverage. You like to do a little baking sometimes. Wake and bake kind of baking or like our data? Isn't our data the like the Logan Paul of that? Thank you for the 100 bits. Catanuda. I was 15 and wasn't fluent in English, so I thought juggalos were a fictional thing that Hussey invented. Okay, fair enough. Honestly, if I didn't speak English, which I barely do, but like if I didn't speak English, considering how many Hussey words there are, I would expect that that's just some bullshit he made up. Because it sounds like bullshit. It legitimately does. Who's your favorite non-cat character so far? I do not know. You've got all these horns all over the place. Like sometimes you step on them and scare the shit out of yourself. You like to chat a lot with your pal Karkat, which is pretty great. Who's usually pretty cranky, but he's also your best friend. You have a lot of other great friends who you also like a lot. Your troll tag is terminally capricious, which you speak in the metal a bit whimsical. What will you do? So, like, okay. So far, what color is this guy? Do we have him yet? He's not on here yet. Okay, cool. Purple? Okay. Like a dark purple. Thank you, chat. It's not spoilers to know what color to make one of the lines. Okay, so far, this. I'm going with this. And his name is... We're going to go with Gamzee. There we go. TC? Gams, TC. Darker. That's fucking close enough. Whatever. Are we going to need other purples? It's still violet, but okay. Close enough. A blue or purple. You know what? No. An Elmo is being added at this timeline as well. I'm noticing some parallels between him and Dave. You like to chat a lot with your pal Karkat, which is pretty great and cranky, but he's your best friend, and a lot of other great friends who you also like a lot. Your troll tag, okay. Capture log bottle of Fago. He's already here. You snag a bottle of Fago. You consume the beverage, which is your fellow devotees refer to as kicking the wild elixir. It's captured along with your miracle modus, which you have absolutely no idea how this thing works. You don't want to know. Yeah, that looks like bullshit, but somehow it's less bullshit than the other one. Capture log computer. Second worth modus. Yeah, that feels fair. You take your Huss top. Sometimes it feels like you pick stuff up just to watch the colors. It's so beautiful. Life's beautiful. Ride one-wheel device. You decide to give this diabolical contraption another shot. I feel like I was sent screenshots of like maybe the next like 10 to 15 pages. Like I remember this vaguely. Maybe one of these days you'll be more suited to your proportions, but for now you'll have to work with. This is all you have to work with. You just have to figure out how to stay on the thing without flying off the handle. You do a sort of acrobatic fucking pirouette off the handle into a big pile of horns. Sample delicious pie cooling on the counter. It's still piping hot, but you can't help yourself. You sneak a taste of the super slime pie. You're not supposed to eat slime, but it does funny things to your troll head. You never were taught that on account of your lousy upbringing. Your custodian was always out to sea. That's where he is now. Maybe you can go outside and see if you can spot him. Take a juggling club. You grab a juggling club. You'll need it if you're going to go out. This is dangerous to leave unarmed. Go outside. You leave your hive and head out to the beach. There's no sign of your custodian. You should stay out here for very long. The sea dwellers are very hostile. We're relatively close to censored horsecocks. Okay. Can we specify the horsecock censorship? Like, how good on a scale of like 1 to 10 is the horsecock censorship? It's censored, so it's fine. Like, can you actually make out like they're fully censored? Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's blurred completely. We're fine. Which page is the like 8 out of 10 like blocked? Okay. Uncensored or later. Okay, let me know when it's uncensored. Though I don't know if... I don't know if YouTube cares about that. I'm gonna say, like, I don't know as if YouTube actually cares about non-human penis. Can you upload a video of, like, animal sex to YouTube? Like, they probably don't care. It's no uncensored horsecock, it's just a dildo. Okay, Okay, we're about 2019 pages into this comic. And I'm beginning to suspect that Hussy has some sort of weird horse fetish. Like a Mr. Hands sort of situation. And now that he has money, does he own any horses? Because You might want to check out that dude's like hard drive, because there might be some weird fucking shit. Might some real weird shit on there. Like, please no spoilers for things that haven't come up yet. I don't like it that I said, does the creator of this have a horse fetish? No, let's not call it a horse fetish. That's unfair. Is the creator of Homestuck into beasting, like bestiality? Because is that gonna be like a thing? Hussey owns at least one horsecock dildo. Okay. Nah. It's more like furry shit. He jokes about it. Right. Right. They joke about it. Is this one of those things where everyone's joking about cock and ball torture and then eventually it turns out that they're actually into cock and ball torture? Is it one of those things? Alright, great. It's just a joke. He was sent that dildo. Okay. Is it one of those things where... No. Someone is bugging you. This is exciting. You're always down for shooting the wicked shit with anyone who will put up with you. Now the only thing... now if you can only figure out how to get your huss top out of this stupid thing. It's a miracle if you manage. You say a short prayer to your beloved, mirthful messiahs and splash a pinful of special sawdust in your face. Your Silodex launches the beverage far, far into the ocean. Look carefully at that first picture. Yeah, okay, you got the insane clown posse in the background there. Are they aware of this? Is the insane clown posse aware of Homestuck? They have to be, right? Like, considering how much of a thing this was, they have to be. Like, they know? Have they read it? Page 2179 is the first bad page. You're fucking welcome. Thank you. Yeah, I know about the fan art of Snoop Dogg and the Homestuck cat girls. That's the thing. I know about that. You wonder if you can just sort of reach over and answer troll. All right, we got to get... Okay, so, again, this is important that we got this thing up here. So he's got teal, which means that he's a lawyer, whoever this is. He's currently in line with these people. We're getting that far. Gallows calibrator. Calibrator? Oh, okay. OBS? You want to stop being like that? All right. Gallows carburetor. Hey, Gamzee, you want to play a game, Gamzee, with me? Hey, yeah, that sounds like a motherfucking shit, bitches. I feel like Jen linked me these pages so I'd have some context of what the fuck she was talking about with this. Sure, it's hard to ignore the weird things you say sometimes, but I'm gonna. The only reason I'm asking you is because your name is like Game. There's no other reason. Get it? Well, I heard worse fucking reasons to get all about to do something, honk. No, this should bother you. That's the reason. Like, why don't things like that ever bother you? No wonder Vantas can't stand you. Who cares about him? We're gonna have some motherfucking shitty bitches playing together. Or whatever you said. Is this game I've heard about? The big mystery? Yeah. Whoa, okay. This is gonna be fucking insane. Can we play it later? I'm keeping an eye outside for the old goat. You know how it is with family. No, not really. Derp. Yep, der. Way to go. How does it sound? Stupid syrup of yours tastes with your hoof so far up your mouth. Sorry. I'm okay with this so far. Anyway, go inside for a while. Why don't you get Karkat to fire up that motherfucker with you? He likes games. Oh no. God, can you imagine all the bitching and moaning? I used to try and play stuff with him, but
Wow, did I learn my lesson? All right, I'll try and get in, and then you can chill and real, and we can play soon, or play in a minute. Bullshit. Kakarot? Yeah, you know her. I know her. She's the blind girl. Um, Bullshit. You know you're just gonna go and sit there in the bench or beach and space out and lose track of time. Hello, Gams? What? Oh man, sorry, I spaced out. Did you know how beautiful the sound of the ocean is? Have you ever seen the ocean, or I mean, smelled it? Sorry, because you're blind. Get some programming done. Till death, Kakarot, execute null, then this die. Finally, some peace and quiet. You can not bear down on your coding. Surely last all evening without interruption. You open your till death project until you started recently. You're still horsing around with the conditions for terminating loops. What many till death coders do is import finite constructs and bind the loops to their lifespan. For instance, the main loop here will terminate on your death of the universe labeled you. That way, you only have to wait a billion years for it to end instead of forever. You have bound a subloop to the lifespan of the code's author, which is you. Any written or routine that at the end will execute when you die. You figure this might come in handy for coding something to release a final will and testament, maybe a Doomsday virus. You spent a lot of time thinking about ways to make a perfect Doomsday device. It feels like, so if you could actually set up a program to, like, I don't know, do something when you die, that'd be pretty convenient. Like, I'd probably have a video scheduled on YouTube, be like, hey guys, I try and get these videos out to you guys every Saturday, but turns out I died. So, I'm going to stop doing that. Money goes to my wife, so keep watching, share it. I love her. Have a good time. Don't be sad. Bye. And then I'm dead. Not gonna stream from the post light. Yo, what's up, everybody? Just at the pearly gates. Think I went the wrong direction. Going back down to hell. Conveniently absent from Tilde's extensive import library are entities with short lifespans, like rapidly decaying particles that only last a millisecond. Sure would be handy, or even a fruit fly or something. But no, coding with this language is all about finding ways to trick it into doing what you want. Your hacker buddy is obnoxiously good at it. He sent you some files, which you still don't understand, but you're going to admit he's much better at making viruses than you, and you get really stuck into your note. Can you set... Could you set, like, a till death or execute this die to be once you're dead? Right? So could you do, like, a variable, right? Like, X equals lifespan. And then you go, X divided by 2, printf, fuck. And then it prints out the word fuck when you're like halfway through your life, so you can figure out when you die. And you could actually cut this down. You could do like 1/16th, 1/100th, and know whether or not it actually says fuck. That's assuming you can actually modify it. I see. You figure out when your half-life was. It actually, this programming language entirely depends on it being, like, able to prophesize when you'll die. You can only do loops. I see. The programming language is cheating. Your death is Boolean. I see. I like the file names. This is like legitimately how file names are written. This code, when executed, immediately causes the user's computer to explode. It places a curse on the user forever, along with everyone he knows and everyone he'll ever meet. Not surprisingly, later on, you would run this code in a fit of stupidity. You don't know how he does stuff like this. I mean, what does it even mean? It's nonsense. It's like syntactically viable? Are you allowed to color text like that? Arg. Maybe you should ask him about it sometimes. Oh, universe. Oh. Okay, hold up. I'm semi-decent. Oh, okay, yeah, there are troll handles on the screen. Yeah, we'll get to them when we get to them. The next one, Twin Armageddons, is going to be yellow. Like this color. So we'll just go ahead and give him one of these, and then Twin Armageddons. There we go. The colors are part of the codes. Yeah, okay. So this person has like, it's brown. That is not brown. That is orange. Hold up. No. We're gonna figure this out, okay? Okay, hold on. $185. We're gonna prove that this is not brown. It's just a very orangey brown, at best. Green. Okay. And it'll tell us the name of this color. So hue, 14. Green, no, it's inverted. 99. 128. That looks like a very different color. What did I do? Oh. Blue is 87. Okay. All right, now what do you call this color? Color correction, schemes monochromatic. This has this color variation. That's brown, isn't it? That's a bit brown. Moderate orange is the name of this color. There you go. Fucking called it. Moderate orange. We found it. So there you go. Moderate orange. But it's not yellow. Okay, fine. Was I trying to make it yellow? Fine, we'll fix it. It's not yellow, dipshit. Okay, fine. Fine. It's not brown. It's moderate orange. It's a gross yellow. You guys get a gross yellow because you guys told me I was wrong when I was moderate orange right. Not surprising, later on you could run in this code. Okay, answer troll. Twin Armageddons. KK, don't flip your shit about this, but I'm setting up to play a game with some people. Why would I flip my shit about that? Because you flip your shit about everything. Oh, look at that. Here's my shit, and it remains unflipped. Sitting here on the skillet, getting burned by one side. It's a miracle. Are you getting into miracles? Now you too, because if you're fired preemptively from the game. No. Fuck no. Okay, nice. Miracles are like poop stains in God's underwear. Making fun of people's religions is the best thing to do. That's why he hides them. They're fucking embarrassing. God launders them in mysterious ways. Right? TA speaks with a lisp, by the way. That's alright. Is that Oblivion runes? Yes. Apparently they're Oblivion runes upside down and backwards. Making fun. Okay. It'll be a second really you don't really need to do much. You two don't really need to do much. You don't have to do oh fuck off. So he replaced all his S's with the number 2, like a lowercase at sign, if you will. And he is he's got every time he says 2 as in also, he's got it replaced with the word 2 as in the number 2 as in lowercase at sign. It's fucking stupid and I hate it. Okay, well, I'm pretty busy tonight. What is this thing and why is all the secrecy? Well, the short story is that it's an immersive simulation where you play with a group. Long story is the fate of our civilization depends on you playing it. So I guess the long one was shorter than the short one. Fuck. It sounds like some melodramatic bullshit, but coming from you, color me unsurprised. Screw you, Vanta's shit. This shit's more real than Kraft grub sauce. Right, okay, so you made this game? No. More like I adapted it. From what? Some crazy technology that AA dug out of some ruins. Haven't you talked to her about it? No, man, no. I can't talk to her. She's spooky. I don't know why most of our friends are such psychos. Probably because most trolls are. If you heard what I heard every night, wow, fuck. Let's not talk about your weird mutant brain. Don't scan mine or whatever. It's off limits to you, douche. So, okay. So, like, here. This is the hacker class, isn't it? Okay. I think after this page, I need to stop because, like, I'm starting to be, like, super out of it. I mean, like, I just don't feel like I'm putting on a good show right now. So, we'll read this last page and then we'll call it. Sort of the same one. There's only one yellow, but it's kind of like this all blurs together. I mean, like... Rev dumb. Yeah, I took some medicines that won't be sneezing, but now I feel like I'm dying. It's a lot of shit. Act like you think you're a hotshot, and I know you hate yourself. Nobody hates himself more than you, idiot. Well, I hate you way more than I hate myself, and that's fucking saying something. In fact, I hate you more than I hate myself, and hate yourself, and you hate me combined. No, I'm fine. I feel like I'm just not awake right now. And that's not putting on a good show. So I think I'll read this one and then finish. I took some Benadryl so I'd stop. And just didn't sleep last night or the night before. The combination is making me kind of like, whoa. So rather than that, yeah. But anyway, let me finish this page and then we'll call it. And we'll look at some art and stuff. Please stay around for the art. You guys know how hard it is to do art, right? It's important to me that you stay around for the art. So thank you. Let me guess there's no red team, blue team, right? Yeah, you're on the red team. I'll be on the leader of the blue team. Then can I pick my teammates then? Bro, you're not the red team leader. I picked GC for that. What? Dude, I did not think you'd be interested in this, so don't act all offensive. Or offended. Oh, wow, now I see. That's fucking clever, picking the blind girl to lead the team you're competing with. I knew you were a cheater, low-life fuck scumbag with no scruples or self-esteem, but were basically worthless on every level, but somehow I'm still disappointed in you. Yeah, so, yeah, it'll be fine. Like, I've already recorded my death announcement, so just play that when I die. I leave all of my YouTube and Twitch streaming stuff to my wife. And, yeah, there you go. Same with Patreon or any other like money making stuff. So that way she can be taken care of. Make a team chart. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So how about we just go with like blue team, red. You should probably use red for red team. Yeah, that would make sense. Red. This is going to actually be helpful later on, isn't it? Red team. Okay. All right, so. I think this is the teams right now, right? We can like have a dual purpose here. What team is Elmo on? Team is Team Elmo. CG is also on Team Red as well. Okay. Right. And she's the leader of the team. And there's several people to a team, I assume. Let's see. Yeah, I'm such an idiot for not rewarding your bubbly personality and impeccable people skills with leadership gig. What an inconsiderable knuckle sponge asshole I've been. I'm a hatch leader and you know it. I know your filthy seed flap is fluttering in the profane breeze that is shooting out of your stinking meal tunnel. I do know that much. How do you get out of your cocoon this morning, in the morning, knowing that your worst thing in the universe has ever been responsible for? Also, it must be hard with your hands to get persistently bothered at every mutated set of genitals peppering that ghastly husk you pawn off as a body. Has a female ever looked at you without ever once turning skyward and erupting like a vomit volcano? Just answer me that. It's a little immature. I'm basically just laughing here at how immature you are. Like, I really give a fuck about who the red team leader is. You want to be the leader? Fine, then fine. Talk to GC about it. I guess these conversations we have kind of get embarrassing in retrospect. It's not like we're friends anymore because of stuff I said. You literally ask me every time. Are you joking? You can't even tell anymore. It's a joke, moron. Honestly, I am just glad nobody else is privy to our conversations. Actually, why don't we just make a pact to delete this one from our logs? I'm just shuddering here, scrolling up and reading this. Yeah, okay. All right, I'm gonna save here because I want to make sure that like I'm giving the best possible stream possible. And we've been going for about 2 hours, and I also need to like paint. I have not finished the painting. That's that right there. It's gonna be up on Arcade tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys that. So let's check the board real quick. Okay, cool. I was gonna show this one on Twitter, but like, it's already here, so we don't have to do that. I don't remember if we saw it on stream or not, but I'm gonna go and show it anyway. We got this one from Aichi Art. Delay it? I'd rather not because like, I've got people on Patreon who are like already paying me to do it, so I want to make sure that it's ready. Can't fucking take it. Seriously, I'm at my limit. It's a really good art of Mikan. So this is a good series. If you like my other garbage, like I don't have like an MS Paint thing going for it, but I do come up with clusterfuck series for that shit. Then we got this one from Zachariah Ribbit of me and Mike being Homestuck characters, and Mike being like, blah. I have a feeling he would get into some of this shit. You know? Just trolls being dudes, dudes being dudes, dudes being bros. I love it. Thank you. I don't like being a sea dweller. I'm an Aquarius, so that's why I constantly become a sea dweller. But, still, try not to die. I'll be fine. I just need to like get some sleep. I'll be fine. Today's Chronon game, by the way, is Jalopy. I streamed it 1 or 2 times, and it's a pretty solid game. It reminds me of My Summer Car if it was like a roguelike. I couldn't beat it. I actually recall that now. It had a glitch near the end, and it caused me to not be able to beat it. Speaking of glitches, today's highlight video is of the Kentucky Fried Chicken I Love You Colonel Sanders game. It's a fucking dumpster fire. Go watch it. It's like a really short video. It's like all of like 5 minutes. But anyway, that's going to be it for me today. I skipped doing the breaks. That way you guys would like have a full stream's worth of stuff. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to spend mostly painting and probably resting up to make me not dead. Revis Sea Dweller Mike is a purple blood. Does that make him a juggalo? Oh no. I'll see you guys. I'm gonna go probably watch AGDQ while I'm doing it. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.